I think
But
this kind of moves us
yeah,
nicely into our next draft because on the topic of the lack of comic book movies, obviously in the past few years we've seen that a lot of them make a lot of money. Well, actually, last year not really so much, but our draft is going to be a box office fantasy draft for 2024. So drafting movies we think will overperform at the box office in comparison to their budget. The movie will be weighted based on the budget by dividing the global box office divided by the listed production budget. So obviously, pretty simple. For example, a movie that makes 1 billion at the global box office off a 200 million budget will be 5 points, and conversely, with a 1 million budget and that makes 50 million will be 50 points. Pretty simple.
and
Pretty
also one thing I
self-explanatory.
didn't write down there. So exactly like I wrote it down, you can see on screen the way you explained it. But also if it's a $200 million budget and it makes 100 million, you're getting minus 2 points because you're losing. It goes the same way. If it loses money, you're going to be subtracted overall points too. But yeah, so there's a lot of ways we could go here in terms of how you draft these, but basically just a fantasy box office draft that's weighted based on what the budget is. And we're just going to go off what the listed budget is because I know, you can factor marketing budget and all that stuff, but the only thing you ever get like concrete evidence of is what the production budget is listed as. And usually if it's the marketing budget usually scales linearly with the production budget. So we're just going to divide the overall box office by production budget. If it flops, you get negative points. If it's a huge hit, you're getting positive points. You'll just get, a normal 1 point if it just matches the budget. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory. So now we gotta look for movies we think are going to do well at the box office. Are you going to go for the heavy hitters? Are you going to go for some sleepers? Where are we going to go here?
Tough one.
Seth, you get the first pick.
It's really tough because there's a few films that are guaranteed to make money. Like a Deadpool, like a Doom, whatever. But I think at the same time, these films have crazy budgets. So you're not really going to be getting the big points out of them, maybe 5-10 points at most, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
So I think kind of the goal is probably to look a little bit differently.
Yeah, because that's what's tough though. You want to go for maybe the more sleeper picks, but then you could get the one that has a $20 million budget, but then only makes 8 million at the box office, and you're like, well, fuck.
Yeah, this is really tough.
It's hard. I don't know where I'm going here.
Just gonna double check this one, but this is really tough.
This was actually suggested to us to do by a patron a couple weeks back. He messaged me on Discord. So while you guys look for your movies, I'm gonna look up who that was because I want to shout him out for giving me this idea.
Does anyone know that? I can't even see the budget for this film. Is there anyone know where I can find the budget for a particular film?
I just Google the film name and then budget, and then that's usually how I get to it.
I'm not getting anything for that. That's fine. I'll change it. Oh, this is fucking tough. Oh, do you know what? I'm just gonna go for a big hitter because I need some time to research because I find it really hard. I think that I'm stuck between two. I'm just gonna double check what this made. Okay, I'm going to go for one that I think is guaranteed to make points. So with this being one of the biggest comic book movies of the year, and with it being so successful previously, now the budget is 240 million, I believe, according to Google. So that is a lot. But I think I'm guaranteed 3 or 4 points of this one because I think with it being one of the only good ones of the year, and that is Deadpool 2. The last one grossed 785 million. I think this is one that people are holding out to be the saving grace comic movies 2024. So I'm gonna go with that. I think it will make a good amount. I think it could, if maybe not a billion, but I think this could hit the 800, 900 million.
I think it could hit a billion simply because it's gonna be down here for comic book movies. But we just went through the only 5 coming out, but only one of those is MCU. This is the only MCU movie this year. So they're gonna put everything behind this.
And the return of Hugh Jackman's gonna push a lot of people.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. So
yeah, when it gets closer to the release date, they're gonna start doing their buddy marketing. Little
good pick for me.
Great time.
Deadpool 3. This is going to be a rundown that I got to make sure not to delete. We got to put this thing in the vault. But I guess, I shared this on screen, so I can always just go back to this episode.
Screenshot, yeah.
All right. My first pick. I'm going to go the safe route here. I'm just going to take Dune 2. I think that's going to do on a $120 million budget. I think that's going to do numbers.
Because I think the last one did 400, but I think after
Came
seeing
out during the pandemic, and it was released the same day on HBO Max. So yeah, I think it's
and
gonna
after
do
seeing
real well.
the thing of the first, I think this could be stretching like a 800 to maybe even a bill, probably like an 800 million
Yeah,
push, probably. So yeah,
and let's see, it comes out. I can't remember what else is all coming out in March, but I think it should be like similar to Oppenheimer in terms of it'll hold IMAX screens for quite a while. Like I don't think they're gonna let it go for probably till Furiosa comes out. Honestly, like a month or two later.
yeah.
My first pick is gonna be oh shit, I gotta delete the ones that I were already picked. So Deadpool 3 is definitely on my list. Doom Part 2 is on my list. I'm gonna go for let me pull up the budget. Just because I think I want to get the highest grossing movie on my
Really
list.
hard.
I think Despicable Me 4 will be the highest grossing
Yeah, I was gonna mention
of
that
the
for next
year.
one.
That was God.
They make fucking money. It's
Dude,
crazy.
They'll make $1 billion. Like the last I'm pretty sure like every single movie has made $1 billion. Even the
How?
mini
I don't
ones.
get it. It's mental.
They make so much money. It's absurd.
I can't find what the budget is, but I'm guessing it's probably like 100 to 200 million, somewhere around there. So I'll find that. But I'll find it eventually. So then for my next pick, we'll go a little bit different route here, just trying to see if we can get, a big point hitter. But I'm going to go Smile 2.
That's a really good pick. I don't know what the budget is for that, but
Yeah,
that
I'm a little worried now that after I picked that they might have since the first one did so well, they upped the budget a ton.
Have you
Because
checked?
the first one was only 17 million budget.
I don't think it will be much more. I think it'd be like 50, maybe. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on there, but again, once he's actually released, the budgets become more well known. So by the time we compare this at the end of the year, we'll have all the correct information for budgets. But
I guess it'd be like 50. I don't think they'd have gone too.
Yeah, because the first one was 1750 probably sounds right for what the first one is, and the first one made 217. So maybe it could be a downgrade from the first and doesn't get as much. So we'll see. It could be a big player, it could end up just being a 2-pointer.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll see. Back to George.
Tough.
Yeah, I'm kind of between a couple of films right now. I really don't know, man. This is tough. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stick to the. Oh fuck! I actually don't know. All right, you know what? Let me get. I'm gonna go with Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Good pick. I was gonna pick that.
I don't know what the budget is. I can't find it.
I think that's similar to Doom, where the last one came out during the pandemic, so we don't really know what how much you can really make at the box office, because you expect it should be able to make a lot more.
Yeah.
Honestly, I hate this. I don't love the Sonic movies, but the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 post-credit scene kind of banged.
That's the one with Knuckles or something?
Yeah, freaking unreal intro. And I'm like, I wasn't even a big Sonic player as a kid, but even me, I was like, okay, let's see Knuckles. I'm excited for this. All right, Seth's got back-to-back here.
Okay. I'm going to go for Mufasa. I don't know what the budget is. I can only imagine it's probably 250, 300 million. But I think this is one of the safest bets to make $1 billion this year, just because it's a Disney live action.
The first one made close to $2 billion. It's like
1.5 billion, 1.6 billion, something like that.
I think that's the only contender with Despicable Me 4 for being the highest grossing of the year. So
yeah. So I mean, even if it's like a 250, I think I'm probably still going to maybe get 5 points from it.
Yeah, exactly. Now
the second pick. Tricky. This is tricky.
And Mufasa then comes out December 25th, so we'll have to do our analysis of how we did our overall scores in February of 2025, because that'll probably be in theaters for a whole month or so.
Oh, man.
We need a James Cameron movie to just blow the socks off this place.
See,
to be fair, his budget's like 300 million though. So, but I mean, still, it's like $2 billion.
It doesn't matter. His budget could be 500 million. You get 4 points from it anyway. Finding this really, really tricky. There's a few ways.
There are too many options.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any standouts when it comes to smaller ones. Really low budgets, because not that many films have that low budgets anymore, realistically.
Right. If it has a super low budget, it's probably we're not going to really know much about it, because
that's the thing.
Don't really have the budget to make us know about it.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I think this is actually a good bet. I'm going to say The Strangers 3, because
Well, isn't it The
A,
Strangers Chapter 1? Is that the full title?
you can't even remember what it's called. It's a horror, you know.
Mm-hmm.
B, it's a franchise horror. So C, okay, so the first one was a 9 million budget and it made 53 million. The second one didn't do as well. It made 25 million, but off a 5 million budget. I imagine this one won't be much more than
Probably 10 million is the max
10
budget.
million. Yeah. And I think this will make in the region of 30 to 50 million. So I'm going to say that because I think I'll get some good points from it.
Mm-hmm.
Good pick. I feel like you cannot go wrong with any horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, yeah.
Except well, I won't say it in case someone else wants to take it, but horror movies all do so well, but nowadays they're also getting huge budgets too because people are starting to realize they're doing well.
Yeah.
Like one specific movie we talked about earlier that has a crazy budget now.
Yeah. I was going to pick that. I know what you're talking about. I was actually going to pick that, and then I realized no, we just spoke about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my pick. See, now I'm caught. I feel like we took all of like the potentially heavy hitters, unless I'm like missing a just blatantly obvious movie. Fuck. All right. I mean, I'm not confident in this pick, but the first movie did make over $1 billion. It was the highest grossing R-rated film of all time. So I'd imagine the sequel is going to do maybe, hopefully, just as well. I'm going to take Joker 2, Fully Ado.
So the issue with that, I was going to pick that, but then I thought people know it's a musical. I don't know if
I know. That's why I'm picking that strictly because of the success of the first movie.
I think the budget, I actually did just check. I think it said it's double the first, so around 150.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think it's so crazy that there's literally like TikTok reactions of people watching the Mean Girls movie and being shocked it's a musical. Because I tweeted, I was like, "Isn't it Mandela effect?" Because I swear all of last year when they're marketing it, it was called Mean Girls the musical.
It was. It definitely was.
Yeah, we need more surprise musicals. Like I want to show up to like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and Caesar's great grandson to start singing.
What was that ad like years ago that went viral? Oh no, sorry, it was a music video where it was like the apes dancing. Does anyone know what I'm talking about here?
I do not, but I'm sure someone
was it Coldplay, George?
The apes dancing?
All right, just carry on and I'll find it.
I have no idea.
All right, I'm happy this got back to me. I'm gonna Terrifier 3.
You fucking
wow!
Next pick. You when you said Tyler, you were like horror's always a good pick. I was like, oh shit, Terrifier 3, I'll get that next. You bastard. It was Coldplay, Adventure of a Lifetime. The video is like apes dancing.
Yeah.
It had like millions of views. It'd be like imagine like Kingdom Planet of the Apes like that. That'd be fucking sick. I'd love that shit. So fun.
Yeah, horror is always a good pick, but the only other horrors really on my list are kind of like the budgets are so high. I don't really know how.
Terrifier 3, Tyler, is like $2 million, I think.
Yeah, so that should be good.
It'll make 20, guaranteed, 100%.
So I kind of got my two like hopefully big hitters, just Smile 2 and Terrifier 3, and I don't have a ton of other like sneakers like that. So I'm gonna just go Kung Fu Panda 4. That should make like 2 or 3 points. Yeah. Probably like 200 million-ish budget. Probably will make like all three of them have made like 800 million. So it'll be a couple points.
Safe bet.
All right, I feel like I need to play it safe here and go and get me a horror movie. I just don't know what I'm gonna get me. You know what? Let me get Maxine.
Oh, that's a good pick. I don't think that. Well, I think the budget's gonna be the highest of the the trilogy, but I think those made money the first couple.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Also, Seth, the movie with Hunter Schafer is called Cuckoo.
Yeah, Cuckoo. I looked at it actually. I'm gonna go with just because this has been getting like crazy views and numbers online. I don't know what the budget is. I imagine the budget is honestly quite high, but I'm still gonna go with Garfield. I feel like Garfield is like it's a comeback. People love Garfield. Now this is the issue: is where do I go from here? Let me just double check this shit. Oh wow, I was actually originally going to pick challenges, then I've just realized that it'd be the worst pick possible. So I thought that'd
be a terrible pick.
Yeah, that'd be a terrible pick. But Bones It All really did quite badly, didn't it? Crazy. Okay. So this is gonna be, oh fuck that.
High budget.
No way am I picking that shit. What the fuck? That's
Were you looking at Furiosa?
no. Try
Because
again.
isn't that budget like 250 or something?
Probably, yeah. I was looking at
Argyle.
yeah. Just 'cause Kingsman movies made money and it's
Mhm.
Matthew Vaughn. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's 200 million budget. What the fuck?
It's
Picking that,
no,
it's crazy.
no,
The
no
Dua
need-
Lipa tax.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
need for that.
Shit. This is like okay, so I think this might be a safe pick, and that is Paddington 3.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I say that is the rumored budget is around 50 to 60 million.
And the
And
first two probably did pretty well.
and the Paddington 2 made like nearly 300. But Paddington 2 was so highly regarded, and it's been a few years.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Paddington 3, and
yeah.
it will make people want to come back. And it's got, Olivia Colman now. Was she in the other one? I can't remember, but I don't even know.
Yeah,
But
I think Paddington 3 will have the same effect like Dune Part 2 will, where when it came out, like it did pretty well, but then like the years
the
in between,
reception
people
from
just
the
got
second one.
more and more excited.
I think I could be guaranteed. Say if it is 50 million, if the rumors are correct, what I read, I think I'd be guaranteed like a 300 million, so like a 6-pointer. You know what I mean? I feel like that's
Right.
that's a good shout.
Yep. George, your final pick.
Yeah. I want to pick one movie, but I really don't know the budget, and it makes me nervous. Fuck. Let me look at this draft board, see what I still got. This is tough, and I think I've already fucked myself on this draft with Sonic and Maxine, honestly.
What's Maxine's budget?
$5.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
I actually want to know. I feel like
All right. I'm gonna maybe. I'm gonna probably play this stupid, but I feel like this movie, I have a feeling, is gonna pull from several generations of movie watchers. So I feel like it could do well, and that's Gladiator 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, Gladiator 2 is an interesting one because I feel like
I don't know the budget, and I could see it being like too much.
I think it'll be a lot.
Yeah,
I think Gladiator 2 could go one of two ways. It could be like a massive success or a massive.
I could
flop.
just see it pulling in like our parents' generation, because they obviously all love Gladiator, and then our new generation who's just obsessed with Paul Mescal.
And Denzel's in it, isn't he, as well?
Yeah.
So the first Gladiator was 100 million, but I can't find the.
I'd imagine it's more.
I would guess it's probably about maybe 200 because it's a massive sequel, isn't it? I'd guess it's probably around that.
Yeah, we'll get all the official budgets when they officially come out, but I'll go Saw 11 for my final pick. It's not going to be that heavy of a hitter because, so the last one was like a 17 million budget and made like 100 million, but I don't know. I think Saw 10 was a exception. I don't know. I guess Saw 11 wasn't announced until after Saw 10 did so well, so maybe they'll see that and be like, we'll recapture the magic of Saw 10. But personally, Saw has so many misses that I think Saw 10 is going to be an exception. I really love Saw 10. I don't know if Saw 11 will be the same, but I think for horror picks, all the other ones listed are going to be better than that in terms of overall points. But there's our picks. Again, we'll give Cam some picks. We'll give Cam.
Give him Argyle.
Yeah, he for sure has to get Argyle.
He has to get Craven the Hunter because that's going to be a banger. What's the worst pick he could possibly have?
Yeah. Give him Inside Out too. Give him something.
No, yeah, it'd be kind of funny if we like purposely rig his draft and then we come back at the end of the year and he just crushes us.
give him Rebel Moon Part 2. I don't know how that would make
well, that's not gonna have a theatrical release, so we're not gonna give him a non-box.
Go Godzilla versus Godzilla X Kong,
and then give him Bad Boys 4 to finish off.
That one, like low key, might.
Because I know Bad Boys 4 will have the most obscene budget. Like it'll be like 300 million. Okay, it's 90. No, that's the last one actually. It'll be like 150 million.
Who are the main stars of that?
That is actually Will Smith and Martin Lloyd. That's actually not a bad pick, you know.
Mm-hmm. I think it could do really well, but I also think Bad Boys 4 might be one of those that's like just get the homies paid type of movie, like the Adam Sandler movies.
The last one made 425 off 90 million, which is actually a lot more than I thought he would make. So maybe this one could actually make.
I mean, Inside Out 2 is going to profit for sure.
Yeah.
Craven could be the one where screws him.
Craven will fuck him big time.
I think Argyle will make money. The marketing's just been too much. It's going to make money. I don't know how much, but it'll make money.
I think he'll make. I think Argyle.
I think Craven's the only like really bad pick here, but we'll see.
Yeah. I'd imagine Craven's got a high budget as well.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Josh H. He was the one who messaged me this on Patreon.
Shout out Josh.
The idea, great idea. That was really fun. We'll look back at this, like I said, probably like February of next year, because some of these come out super late in 2024, and we'll give them the full box office run benefit of the doubt. But yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that was an interesting one.